Nothing can stop me, I'm all the way up. All the way up. I'm all the way up. I'm all the way up.
What's up and happy mental push up Monday, people? We here. So check this out. The title of today's message is Thanks for the Offer, but I am non-negotiable. So, a couple of things inspired this. One of the areas that I'm really working on right now is really asking and being courageous and asking for what I want and what I need, right? And so I'm in the process right now. I'm like doing my work. It's hard. It's hard. Because my comfort zone is just to sit back and do nothing, but I'm like literally pushing myself and saying, oh no, my friend, you have the knowledge now. You're aware. It's time to do something about it. So anyway, for all practical purposes today, we are going to pretend as if you are a business, right? So there is only one you on this earth. There's no one else like you. You've had unique experiences, unique adventures, unique things that you've went through that make you 100% unequivocally you. Like no one else in the world. Like I have a twin, yet there is still, I'm the only one of me, right? Even though we're alike, it's still just, this is the only one. There is no one else quite like you. Sit with that for a second. Like there are almost 4 trillion and whatever, all these people in the world, and there is only one person like you. So, anyways, on this planet, we have all these different businesses. The businesses that make us who we are, right? And so, as I thought about what's non-negotiable and what does that mean, that means it's something we're unwilling to bend on, right? And it's in essence, these businesses, they have business, we have assets, we have things, we're important, right? And so a lot of times what happens is we compromise, so we sacrifice ourselves, for the benefit of, it could be anything, satisfying other people, doing what we're supposed to, obligations, things like that. But at the end of the day, this business is crucial. It's super important, right? And so, in my mind, I say, hey, that's non-negotiable. And so this was also inspired by my life coach, because I've been trying to kind of put that thought in the back of my brain. She was like, you have to keep in mind that you are non-negotiable. When you make a decision, you have to make the best choice for you. So anyway, I had a couple of points around being non-negotiable, right? So the first thing that I thought about was that we have to take care of our business, ourselves, right? And so we have to do things that literally fill us up, right? What is going to make my company flourish? How can I really take good care of myself? What are those things that keep me fulfilled? So I know what I've realized on my journey to personal growth is that we have to take care of ourselves first before we can give to another, right? Because I know even growing up, I remember in church, it's it's better to give than receive, give to others, boom boom boom, and all that is fantastic, but you have to give to yourself first, right? You got to take care of yourself so that you have something to share with other people. Because sit with this for a second. When we are taking care of ourselves, when we're doing the things that fill us up, having fun, when we're doing things that we enjoy, when we are, doing things that center ourselves or take care of our mental, physical, spiritual self, getting proper rest, eating the right foods, journaling, doing things to really take care of you first, then it gives us an opportunity to really show up in the world, to bring our 100%, because we taking care of ourselves. So our cup is full. So when we show up to the world, we giving our best, right? So a lot of times I found myself when I'm not taking care of myself, that I'm resentful or I'm angry or I'm grumpy. Specifically, if I'm not getting sleep, I'm real grumpy, because that's a requirement for me. I have to have proper sleep, or else I'm super grumpy. And then even other things that I do to take care of myself, I wake up in the morning, I journal, I meditate, I go running to take care of my physical body, whatever it is, things that really fill you up. So it's almost like having a cup, you have to fill your cup up so you can share with others, but you can't give from an empty cup. So the first thing is we have to take care of our business, meaning great self-care. Take care of yourself, right? And so secondly, in terms of choices, we have to make the best choice for our business, right? We have to do what's in the best interest for us, right? And so, not because we feel obligated to, or because this is what I'm supposed to do, or what I should be doing, all of that. Like, think about that if you're running a business, right? So, the company is going to make the best choice for themselves, right? You probably have a job right now, even if you're an entrepreneur and you work for yourself, you're going to make the best decision for you, right? And so people don't necessarily make the decision that's best, say, oh, I'm gonna make the best decision. If I'm company A, I'm not gonna make the best decision for company B. You got to make the best decision for you. And so, when I think about that, I think about that a lot of times, at least for myself, I find myself getting caught up in the shoulds and the supposed tos, and this is what I'm obligated to do, when really at the end of the day, we have to do what feels right from the inside of us, in our core. Like, when you sit down, when you make tough and difficult decisions, and really any choice, it's got to come from inside of you, right? Because even if you make a decision and it maybe doesn't go the way that you want to, you can probably live with that. You're like, all right, I made the decision. It was my choice, so I'm cool with it. Whereas if I'm doing something out of obligation, or because of this is what I'm supposed to do, then, maybe you're resentful or whatever it is. But we have to make the best decision that is best for the company, which is you. So you have to make the best decision that feels right on the inside, right? Not from outside. Young LaVazon, she has this quote. She says that we can be inner guided or outer reference. And so when she's saying inner guided, she's saying going from within. When you're making choices and you're making moves and you're deciding, choose from inside. Because if not, then we're out of reference, and we're making a move here to satisfy this person, or satisfy this, or do this because the obligation is supposed to, right? And so those supposed to, those shoulds, those are almost judgments sometimes, because I sometimes find myself saying, well, I should be doing this, or I should be doing that, but who says that, right? It's all about what feels right for you. Like, what do I want? What feels right for me? And just act on it and make the choice that's best for you. So, number 2, make the choice that is in the best interest of your company, which is, hello, you. All right. And thirdly, boundaries. Healthy boundaries. We have to protect our business. Protect it, And so think about this. If I have a company and I'm not going to necessarily like let people come to the table and disrespect the company or do things that possibly could make my business crumble, right? And so think about that in terms of ourselves, right? In terms of boundaries, we're talking about protecting yourself, right? We don't want to invite in energy where, people are disrespecting us, or things that just don't feel right for us, right? So in terms of like step 1, we're talking about taking care of ourselves. That really provides that confidence and that self-esteem where we're able to set healthy boundaries and say, no, this is not okay, or yes, I can do this. And so one of the things I know my therapist says, here's a boundary. No. Just simply saying no, that's a boundary, but because it's all about protecting yourself. We almost, if we go back to how we treat ourselves, we literally set the standard for how people treat us, right? So that's why we have to really take good care of ourselves, and that really sets, it sets a standard. That's a boundary right there. Like, saying this is how I will be treated, or this is what I will accept, or this is what this is what I can accept, this is what I can do, this is what I cannot do. And so just protecting your business, right? And so then I think lastly, in terms of non-negotiables, I think that we have to be willing to walk away from the table, right? And so when you are, maybe setting a standard, like this is what I can work with, this is what I cannot work with, when you talk about your non-negotiable needs, your non-negotiable wants and things like that, like things that you are just unwilling to bend on, I think sometimes that, at least for myself, is like I say, oh, well, I can deal with this, or I can, but it's just some certain things that you're unwilling to bend on. And if it's not that, then be willing to walk away. I know. What's a couple examples that I thought of that I know? I was watching this video online. This guy, he was saying, he was talking about relationships, and he was saying, you can have this great person, they can have all these, these things that you want, but he's saying if you have a certain thing that you absolutely need, like say for instance, like, you know what, I want to be in a relationship, and they don't, then he says, like, you gotta walk. Because that one thing is like the pillar that kind of sets the foundation. It's something that you really want. And, if you're wanting a relationship, they don't. You have to be willing to walk. And then I even think about, like, the other day, like, I got a somebody called and they were like, hey, I think you'd be a good fit for, like, some position or something. And, a lot of the qualities were, they had a lot of good perks, a lot of things that I possibly would have been interested in, but it was like one thing that I was just like, yeah, I really can't bend on that, and so I was willing to walk away, but it was a great opportunity. But, sometimes we get presented, awesome opportunities, but at the end of the day, it has to be like in your vision. Is this what I want, and be willing to walk away if it's not that. I know, one of the books that I read when I was in grad school, Good to Great by Jim Collins, he says, you have to be disciplined enough to say no to big opportunities. Like, that's one of the ideas that he had in the book. You have to be willing to say no to big opportunities. So even if maybe this is an awesome opportunity, but it doesn't fit with who I am, or it's like something I'm not sure, but then be willing to walk away if it's not exactly what you're looking for. So, those are my tidbits, words of wisdom in terms of understanding and knowing the business of you, and knowing that you are non-negotiable. You are a unique individual. You matter, my friend. And so, number one, in talking about, non-negotiable, take care of your business. Take care of yourself, because, my friend, you matter. Secondly, make the best decisions for your company. That is you. So make the best choices that feel right for you. Not with the obligations supposed to just throw them out the back window. And then I think also boundaries. Protect yourself, right? Be willing to say no. Do what's in the best interest of that business of yours, which is you. And then lastly, when a deal is on the table and it doesn't really align with who you are or what you're wanting, be willing to walk away, right? Because you matter that much. And so, and another point I want to add to that is, in terms of that last point is, don't compromise or sacrifice the being that is you for the benefit of others or for things outside of you, because you, my friend, you matter. There's only one person that is you. So I'm out of here, baby. So please subscribe, please share, because guess what, baby? It's all love. But it's the Dorky Jock signing off, baby. And I'm out.
Find table space to say your social graces. Bow your head, their pie is here, but you